Hi, everybody, and welcome back to English Topics. My name is Alisha, and I'm joined today in the studio by...
Michael, hello.
And today we're going to be talking about weird English idioms. So let's get right into it. Let's start with you, Michael. What is your first weird English idiom?
It is, let's see, I'll pick it random. That's good. Starter, cut the cheese. Cut the cheese. It's a weird one. We say it and we kind of accept it. So this means fart, means to fart, but I don't think it really sounds like a fart when you cut the cheese. You ask, usually you say, who cut the cheese, right? What?
I don't think that this refers to a sound, this idiom.
No. Yeah, what do you think it comes from? I don't have no idea.
You are so full of it. You're going to make me explain this one, aren't you? This refers to the smell when you pass gas from your body. You guys are going to make me...
Oh,
You're making me
no, I swear I didn't know that.
It's a smell thing. If you cut a fresh cheese thing, it smells kind of bad.
Yeah, cheese
so
is
your
funky.
body as well, if you release gas from your body, it may smell similar to a freshly cut block of cheese. And now I've explained something related on the internet.
Yeah, shouldn't it be like fry the egg or something? If it's talking about smell, cheese...
What do you do to your eggs?
My farts don't smell like cheese. They smell like eggs more than cheese. Just saying. I swore I thought that was the sound, no? Like
what?
Yeah.
How often?
All right, well, that's not going... Yeah, I don't know. What about you? What's
Oh my God, this is only the first one. I'm supposed to talk about this now. I would like to point out that phrase is one that's used a lot by kids and parents who are talking to kids. That's like a nice way to, I guess, a silly way to refer to it, otherwise rather unpleasant. Well, no, it's always unpleasant, I would imagine, bodily function. So I don't recommend using that with your adult friends, but if you meet a kid, it's usually used as a question, I should point out.
So painful. You're like...
I was trying to think of the last time I said this. It's been years since I've said that.
Yeah, it's like cheesy sitcoms. Like, I don't think I've ever said it in my life, ever. I think maybe you hear it, you see it on sitcoms. Most idioms, a lot of these weird ones, you don't really...
I don't know, I say a few of them. Do you use the phrase cut the cheese as an adult?
No, never in my life. Maybe SBD, silent but deadly. That's something I've used, is, fart related, but cut the cheese, probably never.
Okay, well,
good starter.
I'm going to continue on. Maybe I'm going to pick something to combat that one. Let's see. I pick this one. No, I picked this one. I'm going to choose this. There are kind of two variations of this one. Hit the sack and hit the hay. They both mean go to bed. They're just casual expressions that mean go to sleep or I'm done for the day, so I'm going to go. But yeah, I have no idea. I guess hit the hay kind of makes sense. Like if you were going to sleep on a pile of hay, maybe. I want to say
back in the day, it used
that,
to be
like,
made
mattresses
of hay, right?
used to be made of hay, maybe, and like there was a sack involved, perhaps. I don't know.
Great roles.
We're on such a good job today. But
So no, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yes, I think this one I actually use. I don't use cut the cheese, but I use this one for sure.
That's why I picked it.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
Hit the sack.
Do you say anything else when you're going to go to bed?
Pass out. I say pass out.
Pass out.
I'm gonna pass out, which is also like when you're, I don't know, sick and you faint, you pass out, or if you're like drunk, you pass out. It just means like deep sleep.
Yeah.
Hit the sack, hit the hay.
It's just casual, friendly.
More laid back.
Yeah. Okay. That's all. Good, Michael.
Yay.
Next one. Please don't let it be fart related.
Okay, it is, I don't know, what is it? Steal someone's thunder. This one doesn't make sense at all. So, whose thunder? Is this God's? Is this...
Yeah, that is kind of a weird expression, isn't it? So the meaning of this phrase is like to take credit for something that someone else has done. To steal someone's thunder.
Steal someone's thunder.
I wonder where this expression came from, though, because, you can't... Thunder is not tangible. Thunder, if you're wondering, is that sound that's occurs when there's a big storm. It's usually accompanied by lightning, that bright flash of light in a storm. Thunder is the sound, that kind of rumbling sound that you hear. So I don't know. That's a good question. But to steal someone's thunder is, to take credit for something someone else has done.
Hmm.
I wonder what the history of that is.
No idea. This is one I've actually used before, or maybe you hear it sometimes, but yeah, I've got some good ones today. These are real good topic starters.
All right.
What about you? What's your next one?
My next one, let's see. I will pick to burn the candle at both ends. This expression means to work really hard. So I guess, at least in my mind, the meaning of this, does it not
I
mean that
didn't.
to you?
No, I thought this is when, like, your life is a candle, right?
Uh-huh.
Or so I thought. Maybe I'm reading this wrong, but I thought your life is a candle, and normally you light it from the top, and you
Right.
slowly go down, and then you die. So if you live a crazy life, you party all the time, you don't sleep, and you're driving fast with no helmet, you're lighting the candle at both ends. So you live fast, die young, kind of a, however that phrase goes. That's what I thought.
I could see that though too. In my mind, it was just that somebody who's working really, really hard is like burning the candle at both ends. Like
Ah.
you're just progressing so quickly and so fast through what you have to do. But I could see that too. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
So
like
these
that expression actually.
idioms are ambiguous, man.
It seems, depending on the person, the nuance might be a little different.
Mm.
The more you know. Okay, what's your next one?
I don't know. This is a classic one. I don't know. Raining cats and dogs is the one I chose. Raining cats and dogs. So you always hear this, and doesn't make sense to me.
It just means it's pouring.
Pouring really heavy rain. Right? I think this is like the classic. This is the archetype idiom that they use when they talk about idioms in English. You always hear raining cats and dogs. But it doesn't literally rain cats and dogs. And why cats and dogs instead of, I don't know, it's raining whales, it's raining...
Yeah, that's a good point. Why cats and dogs? Why not like apples and oranges or violins and harpsichords or penguins and wombats? These are questions for the ages. I don't know, but yeah, it just means it's a downpour. I wonder what the history of that one is too. I'm sure there's some kind of, linguistic history to these phrases. Or maybe it was just some guy who just said a phrase and then all of his friends picked up on it. It wouldn't be the first time or the last. Okay. I don't know where to go with that one. Then my last one, I picked another animal related one then. This one is to hear something straight from the horse's mouth. When you hear something straight from the horse's mouth, it means you get news directly from the source. Why you're hearing it from a horse who is able to talk in this expression, I do not know. But it just means that you are getting the information directly from the person who has the information, as opposed to hearing it from, via hearsay or something like that. So to hear something straight from the horse's mouth is kind of a weird phrase, I think. Like why is it a horse? Again, why the specific horse? Why is that the specific animal that has been chosen to relay information to humans? And why is the horse also deemed a reliable source of information? Like,
Don't worry, just ask the horse. He knows. He's got a good...
It's like, I know a guy who knows a horse. Let me go ask him. Like, what is the history of that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was thinking the same thing when I was trying to think of idioms that are weird, is the grapevine.
I heard it. Grapevine?
So why, again, it's anthropomorphizing and giving these random objects human qualities, but why a horse? Why a grapevine? I think a horse makes a little more sense because at least it's like, has a mouth, but a grapevine, what, is it a literal?
No, I think that the grapevine just refers to the way a grapevine grows, kind of in this like crisscross pattern. And so that's kind of the way that the information travels when you hear something through the grapevine. Like it transverses or it crosses, many different people, and then it gets to you. It's like much in the way that a grapevine grows.
That one makes a ton of sense, huh?
So maybe an expression like to hear something through the grapevine, meaning to hear it from a few or via a few different people, is kind of the opposite of hearing something from the horse's mouth, like to hear something from the source as opposed to hearing via a messenger or a messenger of a messenger.
That makes sense.
Okay, so those are some weird English idioms. Give them a try if you have the opportunity. Do you have anything to add, Michael?
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Okay.
What do I say to that?
Don't cut the cheese.
Don't cut the cheese. I don't know.
Okay, and if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in a comment below, and we will see you again next time when we have some more fun stuff to talk about. Bye-bye.